This video is about Samson et Dalila by Camille Saint-Saëns. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. The opera Samson et Dalila by Camille Saint-Saëns was first performed in 1877. Saint-Saëns began composing it in 1867, but it took 10 years to complete. The work is based on the biblical story of Samson and Dalila. Saint-Saëns originally planned to write an oratorio, but then decided to write an opera. The premiere took place in Weimar, as the work met with resistance in France. The opera tells the story of Samson, a strong Israelite hero, and Dalila, a cunning woman of the Philistines. Dalila wants to make Samson reveal the secret of his strength. She seduces him and learns that his power lies in his long hair. When Samson falls asleep, she cuts off his hair and delivers him to the Philistines. In the end, Samson destroys the Philistine temple and sacrifices himself to save his people. The first act begins in a village in Israel, where the Israelites are oppressed by the Philistines. Samson encourages his people to rise up against the Philistines. Dalila appears and tries to seduce Samson. The Philistine lords want Dalila to weaken Samson. The act ends with a seductive duet between Samson and Dalila. The second act takes place in Dalila's house. Here, Dalila tries to get Samson to reveal the secret of his strength. She sings the famous aria Mon cœur est ouvert à ta voix. Finally, Samson reveals that his strength lies in his hair. Dalila cuts off his hair and the Philistines take him prisoner. The third act begins in prison. Samson is blinded and forced to do heavy labor for the Philistines. The Philistines celebrate a festival in the temple of their god Dagon. They bring Samson to the temple to make fun of him. Samson prays to God and asks for his strength to return. He tears down the temple's columns and brings the temple down, killing him and the Philistines. The music of Samson et Dalila is rich in melody and emotion. Dalila's aria Mon cœur est ouvert à ta voix is particularly well known. The opera also contains choruses reminiscent of oratorios. In this work, Saint-Saëns combines romantic melodies with dramatic orchestral effects. The music emphasizes the tension between the main characters. The premiere in Weimar was a great success. In France, the opera initially met with resistance, as religious themes were unusual on the opera stage. However, after the Paris premiere, the work was also recognized there. Today, Samson et Dalila is considered one of Saint-Saëns' most famous operas. The role of Dalila in particular is appreciated by many mezzo-sopranos. Camille Saint-Saëns was known for his clear and elegant style. In Samson et Dalila, he mixes classical forms with romantic melodies. His work influenced many composers of his time. The opera shows his outstanding ability as a composer. Saint-Saëns remains one of the most important representatives of French Romanticism. Samson et Dalila is one of the most important operas by Camille Saint-Saëns. It is performed worldwide and delights audiences with its exciting plot and beautiful music. The opera shows the range of Saint-Saëns' compositional talent. It remains an important work in French opera literature. The role of Dalila in particular is very popular with singers.